Have you ever given your all to someone only to feel like they didn't even notice? Maybe it's a relationship, a job, or even a friendship, but no matter how much you invested, no one seemed to appreciate it. But here's the question: what happens when you stop giving? What happens when you walk away? You see, sometimes the only way to make people realize your worth is to remove yourself from the equation. When you leave, they'll feel it, and they'll see exactly what they've been taking for granted. In this video, we're diving deep into the power of stepping away, the strength it takes to say, enough is enough, and why sometimes walking away is the best thing you can do for yourself and for your future. So let me ask you this: are you ready to reclaim your power? Ready to show the world that your value isn't something to be taken lightly? If so, stick around, because what happens next might just change everything. 1. Your absence is a wake-up call. People don't value what's always there. They assume you'll stay. But the moment you walk away, they feel the void. They realize the strength, the love, the energy you brought into their lives. And by then, it's too late. People don't always appreciate what's right in front of them. They get comfortable. They assume you'll always be there, answering calls, showing up, supporting them, giving your energy without hesitation. But what happens when you stop? What happens when you step away? Focus on yourself and remove the access they once took for granted. See, sometimes people don't realize your value until they feel your absence. It's not because they don't care, but because they've grown used to you always being available. And that's where the lesson is. Your presence should never be a given. It should be earned, respected, and appreciated. Think about your own life. Have you ever gone out of your way for people who barely noticed? Have you ever poured energy into relationships, friendships, or even a job where your efforts were overlooked? That's because when you give too much, too freely, people stop seeing it as a privilege. It becomes an expectation. But the moment you step away, that's when the reality hits. That's when they feel the difference. They start to realize the support you provided, the light you brought into their lives, the way you made things easier, better, smoother. And by then, it's too late. But here's the key. Don't walk away for them. Walk away for you. Not out of bitterness, not to prove a point, but to reclaim your energy, to invest in yourself, to stop waiting for people to notice your worth and start acting like you already know it. This applies to your daily life in so many ways. If a workplace doesn't value you, start planning your next move. If a relationship leaves you feeling unappreciated, set boundaries and step back. If so-called friends only call when they need something, stop being so available. Walking away isn't about punishing others, it's about respecting yourself. It's about realizing that your time, your love, your energy are precious, and not everyone deserves unlimited access to it. So today, ask yourself, are the people in your life appreciating you, or are they just used to you? If it's the latter, don't be afraid to step back and let them feel the weight of your absence. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is leave. 2, growth happens in silence. Success doesn't announce itself. Growth doesn't need an audience. The most powerful transformations in life happen in silence, when no one is watching, when no one is cheering you on, when it's just you, your goals, and your determination. See, too many people waste energy trying to prove themselves to others. They want validation. They want people to notice their grind, their hustle, their pain. But the truth is, the world doesn't reward noise. It rewards results. And results come from focused, disciplined effort behind the scenes. Think about nature. A seed doesn't grow into a mighty tree overnight, and it doesn't grow where everyone can see it. It takes time, deep in the soil, where no one is watching. But when it finally breaks through the surface, it stands tall, undeniable, unshakable. That's how your growth should be. In your daily life, this means embracing the quiet work. Instead of announcing your plans, execute them. Instead of seeking validation, validate yourself. Instead of waiting for applause, learn to clap for yourself. The late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices, they all count, even when no one else sees them. Maybe you're working on a dream, but no one believes in you. Maybe you're grinding at a job, but no one notices your effort. Maybe you're on a personal journey of self-improvement, but people only remember your past. That's okay. Let them sleep on you. Let them doubt you. Because when the time is right, your results will speak so loudly, they won't be able to ignore you. And here's the best part. When you grow in silence, you don't owe anyone explanations. You don't have to prove why you left certain people behind, why you changed, why you chose a different path. Your success will explain it for you. So today, commit to the silent work. Read the books, learn the skills, take care of your mind and body. Focus on your purpose. Stop explaining, stop announcing, stop waiting for approval. Just do the work. Because when you grow in silence, your success will make the loudest noise. 3, respect is earned through distance. Sometimes you got to remove yourself so people can learn to appreciate you. They only miss the sun when it stops shining. They only miss your presence when it's no longer given freely. So step back and let them feel your worth. People don't always respect what's too easy to access. When you're always available, always saying yes, always showing up, some people start to take that for granted. They stop seeing your presence as a gift and start treating it as an expectation. But here's the truth. When you give too much without boundaries, people forget to appreciate you. That's why sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is step back. Not out of anger, not to be petty, but to remind people that your time, your energy, and your presence are not things to be taken lightly. Think about it. Have you ever been in a situation where you gave and gave, yet it felt like no one truly valued you? Maybe at work, where your efforts went unnoticed. Maybe in a friendship, where you were always the one reaching out. Maybe in a relationship, where your kindness was mistaken for weakness. Here's where the shift happens. When you create distance, people are forced to see what life feels like without you. And in that space, they either realize your worth or they reveal they never truly valued you to begin with. Either way, you win. Applying this to your daily life means setting boundaries. Stop over-explaining yourself to people who don't listen. Stop chasing people who wouldn't do the same for you. Stop allowing situations that drain you of your peace and purpose. When you walk away, one of 2 things will happen. The right people, the ones who truly value you, will step up. They'll show you that you matter, that they respect you, that they don't want to lose you. The wrong people will fade away. And that's a blessing, because anyone who only values you when you're overgiving was never meant to stay. This isn't about playing games. It's about self-respect. When you hold yourself in high regard, the world follows your lead. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you accept, and what you walk away from. So today, ask yourself, are you being appreciated or just used? Are you respected or just convenient? If you feel taken for granted, don't beg for respect. Create distance and let your absence do the talking. Because when people realize they need you more than you need them, that's when real respect begins. 4, walking away is a power move. Weak people beg, strong people walk. And when you walk, you don't do it for them, you do it for you. Because if they didn't see your value when you were there, why waste energy proving it now? There's power in walking away. Power in knowing when enough is enough. Power in understanding that your time, your energy, and your presence are not things to be wasted on people who don't appreciate them. See, weak people beg to be seen. Strong people walk away when they're not respected. Too often we hold on to toxic relationships, dead-end jobs, friendships that no longer serve us because we're afraid of what will happen if we leave. Afraid of being alone, afraid of change. But let me tell you something. Staying in the wrong place just because you're comfortable is the fastest way to kill your potential. Walking away isn't about giving up. It's about standing up for yourself. It's about recognizing that you deserve better and having the courage to go get it. It's about understanding that your value isn't dependent on whether someone else sees it. You need to see it for yourself. Think about a chess game. The queen is the most powerful piece on the board. She doesn't chase. She doesn't beg for space. She moves with purpose. And when the game isn't being played right, she leaves the board entirely. That's how you need to move in life. This applies to your daily life in so many ways. If a workplace doesn't respect your talent, don't beg for recognition. Keep looking for better opportunities. If a relationship is filled with one-sided effort, don't keep trying to prove your worth. Walk away and find someone who values you without question. If a friendship only exists when you're the one reaching out, stop calling, stop texting, and see how quiet things get. That silence, that's your answer. Walking away isn't about being cold-hearted, it's about self-respect. It's about understanding that your piece is worth more than anyone's approval. It's about choosing yourself instead of waiting to be chosen. And here's the best part. When you walk away, you shift the power. Suddenly, the people who took you for granted realize what they lost. They start to understand the value you brought. But by then, you've already moved on. So today, ask yourself, are you holding on to something that no longer serves you? If so, stop fearing the unknown. Walking away isn't losing, it's winning your life back. And trust me, when you step into your power, the right things will start chasing you. 5, the best version of you is waiting. You're not walking away to punish them, you're walking away to find you, to step into the best version of yourself, to stop shrinking, stop settling, stop waiting for people to recognize your worth, because the truth is, you don't need their approval, you need your own. Too many people stay in situations that no longer serve them because they're afraid of being alone, afraid of starting over, afraid that maybe, just maybe, is as good as it gets. But let me tell you something. Your best life, your best self, your highest potential, it's not behind you, it's ahead. See, the version of you that's confident, successful, happy, and thriving, that version is waiting on the other side of fear, the other side of doubt, the other side of everything that's been holding you back. But to get there, you have to be willing to let go of what's keeping you stuck. Think about a caterpillar. It doesn't become a butterfly by holding on to its old self. It transforms because it lets go of what it used to be. It embraces the discomfort, the unknown, the change. And in doing so, it becomes something greater. This applies to your daily life in so many ways. If you've been holding on to a relationship that no longer inspires you, let it go. The best version of you is waiting in a future where you're truly loved and valued. If you've been stuck in a job that drains you, start looking for something new. The best version of you is waiting in a career that excites and challenges you. If you've been doubting yourself, playing small, settling for less than you deserve, stop. The best version of you is waiting in the confidence and courage you haven't fully stepped into yet. And here's the thing. Once you start moving toward that version of yourself, everything changes. The people who doubted you, they'll be shocked. The ones who took you for granted, they'll regret it. But none of that will matter, because by then you'll be too busy winning. So today, make a decision. Stop looking back. Stop waiting for people to see your worth. Step into your power because your best self isn't a dream. It's a reality waiting for you to claim it. And the only thing standing in your way is you. 6, success is the loudest answer. You don't need to argue. You don't need to explain. Just succeed. Let your glow up be the only response they get. The ones who didn't see your worth before, they'll see it when it's too late. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The most powerful response to doubt, disrespect, or being taken for granted? Success. See, too many people waste their energy trying to convince others of their worth, trying to explain why they deserve respect, trying to prove that they were never the problem. But the truth is, words don't change people's minds, results do. Think about it. Have you ever tried to reason with someone who refused to see your value? Maybe it was a boss who overlooked your hard work, a friend who only reached out when they needed something, a partner who didn't appreciate you until you were gone. No matter how much you explained, they just didn't get it. That's because people don't truly see your worth when you tell them. They see it when they feel the weight of your absence. They see it when they watch you grow, thrive, and succeed without them. And by then, it's too late. So instead of wasting energy trying to be understood, shift your focus to becoming undeniable. Let your actions speak. Let your progress be your response. Let your glow up be the only explanation you ever need. This applies to your daily life in so many ways. If someone doubted you, don't argue, win. Show them through your success that their opinion never mattered. If a workplace didn't value you, don't beg, build. Find a better opportunity and let your achievements do the talking. If someone left you thinking you wouldn't make it without them, don't chase. Rise. Become the best version of yourself and watch how they regret it. The best revenge isn't anger. It's not proving a point. It's leveling up so much that the people who once underestimated you can't believe what they're seeing. And here's the best part. You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. Because success isn't just about proving people wrong, it's about proving yourself right. It's about stepping into your greatness, living your purpose, and becoming everything they never thought you could be. So today, make a choice. Stop explaining, stop seeking validation, stop wasting time on people who don't see your worth. Work in silence. Let success be your noise and watch how the world listens. 7, the people who truly matter will stay. Walking away doesn't just show you who took you for granted. It reveals who truly values you. The real ones, they'll never put you in a position where you have to question your worth. When you walk away from people who take you for granted, something amazing happens. You find out who is really meant to be in your life. See, real love, real friendship, real respect doesn't disappear just because you set boundaries. The right people, they don't leave when you choose to value yourself. They step up. They show you that you matter. Too often we hold on to relationships that drain us, afraid that if we walk away, we'll lose everything. But here's the truth. You'll never lose the people who are truly meant for you. The ones who respect you will understand. The ones who care about you will adjust. And the ones who can't handle your growth, they were never meant to stay. Think about it. Have you ever felt like you were the only one putting in effort? The only one making sacrifices? The only one trying to keep the connection alive? That's not a partnership. That's not respect. That's you holding on to something that should have been let go a long time ago. Walking away isn't about pushing people away. It's about making space for the right ones to come closer. When you stop over-giving, you see who actually gives back. When you stop chasing, you see who truly values you. And when you step into your power, you see who's willing to grow with you. This applies to your daily life in so many ways. If you set boundaries and someone gets upset, that's their problem, not yours. The right people will respect your limits. If you walk away from a one-sided relationship, don't feel guilty. The right person will never make you question your worth. If a friendship fades when you stop putting in all the effort, take that as a sign. Real friendships are mutual, not one-sided. And here's the most important thing. When you let go of the wrong people, you make room for the right ones, the ones who appreciate you, support you, and bring out the best in you. So today, stop fearing who will leave. Stop worrying about who won't like your growth. Focus on you. Because the people who truly matter, they won't let distance break the bond. They won't let pride stop them from making things right. They'll stay. So there you have it. When you stop giving, when you walk away, people will see exactly what they've been taking for granted. Your absence will speak louder than any words ever could, and you'll find yourself in a place where you can finally start thriving without waiting for anyone else's approval. The truth is, sometimes walking away isn't a defeat. It's the first step toward your true success. It's when you step into your power, stop settling, and demand the respect and love you deserve. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had to walk away from a situation to find your worth? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you've reclaimed your power and what stepping away has taught you. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to check out the next one. It's time to dive even deeper into how you can elevate your mindset and take control of your life. Click on the video here and keep pushing toward the best version of yourself. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.